Hello, champions. Do not adjust your screens. You know who it is now, right? You know the deal. It's Super Danny. Dealing in the desert. Deal with it. Pun intended. How are y'all doing? Good to see y'all on this very hot night of July 9th. Why did I bring that up? Hold on a second. How do you get rid of that damn thing? Okay, there we go. Anyways, hello everybody. We are on WSOP.com playing poker, online poker for money. I don't recommend it, but you know, it's something to do. And currently I am in a personal challenge of turning $200 into $500. We were on the right track. I won that tournament that you could see in the last video. It was a battle. It was things just went my way. Let's just put it that way. And in a $3 rebuy and add-on tournament, I banked $150. That was great. Here's what's not so great. As I told you in poker, as in anything else you're going to play, you're going to have your swings, right? It's not going to be a steady climb to the top. It's going to be ups and downs, and hopefully your wins outpace your losses and you end up with a profit instead of a loss. Well, that's all good and fine, but what Superdan needs to learn, which I thought I learned, but I didn't learn, is that when things aren't going your way and you get on tilt and the cards aren't going your way, nothing is going right, the best thing to do is to just shut it off and come back another day, because Superdan went from $320 to on the ropes. Here, let me show you. See if I can bring this up for you. There it is. Now, this is the day total bankroll daily results. Okay, total bankroll is really what we're looking at. Daily results is just seeing how I do day to day. Just a quick snapshot, but basically, right now we're at $202.33. But at our peak, when we won that tournament, we were up to $328. We were only about $170 away from our goal. Well, when it rains, it pours, and I was playing cash PLO and PLO 8, and it wasn't going my way. 25.50 cents. I was down to close to $50, which is ridiculous. If I lose 2 or 3 buys, nothing's going my way, I should just come back another day, right? But that's the truth. But I managed to climb my way out of it to kind of be at the starting gate again. So I was lucky I didn't lose at all. But the lesson is learned. If things aren't going your way, just accept it, and move on. Okay, the tournament started. Let's see if I can bring it up. Where is it?
Good advice, Mr. Superdan, poker online expert in his own mind. Next time, follow it.
There it is. Okay. Alright, so the tournament has started. And we flop a wrap. We don't have a flush draw, but we got a wrap. Now, like I always said, when you play PLO, when the board pairs, you got to be careful. You got to be careful, because we could be drawing dead. And oh man, it's such a great, look at this. Oh, what if the 10 of hearts falls, right? I got a call. Well, we hit the flush, but I don't think it's any good. Maybe it is good. Ooh, it is good. I swear to God, I was going to lose like I did 100 times before to a full house, but he didn't have it. I could check, of course, and see what he had. He didn't have a boat. He had Queen Jack 10-3. So he did have 3 jacks, but he didn't boat up. So that was a good result, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good result. Notice something, that now there is more editing on Superdan's videos. Now with the magic of AI, it's become a lot more easier and user-friendly to do this. So expect to see more fun and more interesting videos from Superdan as he struggles to try to get to the $500 mark, or at least not go broke. Right? We got 3 4s. We're just going to check it, and it's good. So far, the tournament's going my way. It's going my way. Ace, King, Jack, 6. Very good hand. By the way, this is a $5 6-player turbo sit and go. It pays 2 spots. Pays 2 spots. First place is $17.74. Second place is $9.55. So that's the goal. That's what we want. We want to be cashing. All right, I got top pair, but you know what, top pair and PLO is nothing to be impressed by. Okay, it's getting more interesting now. I don't have a queen, but I do have a 10 would be great. We do have 2 pair now, jacks and 6s. The way they're playing, I mean, that could be good. I mean, there's a straight now. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to call this and hope my 2 pair is good. Oh, with the raise? No. Folding. Folding. Yep, there it is. 4, 5, 6. No, 5, 6, 6. What did he have? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What did he have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had a straight. Yeah. Okay. And the other guy had a low straight. Okay. Got it. Phew, man. So as you notice up there, I'm able to stick some fun gifs and gaffs and goofs, and I'm able to do more with these videos, and I'm very happy about that, because I like, if you know Superdan and know the history of Superdan, he likes creativity, if I could say it right, and I like to be creative in my videos, so I'm very happy about it, and it's just going to make it a more entertaining process for everybody, including you guys.
Creativity. The use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work.
As we're going to need to boat up. Pretty sure we're going to need to boat up. We do not boat up, and I think we're beat. So, although he is playing pretty passive, isn't he? Well, we'll just check. Wow. This is why we play PLO, gentlemen. People don't know how to play PLO. Like somebody threw a poop emoji at him. Deserved it. He deserved it. All right, 7766 double suited. Very interesting hand. Can make flushes. Can make boats. Can make straights. But it's 7s and 6s. That's the only bummer here. But a lot of potential. I'm going to play it. Of course I'm going to see a flop. We hit top set. Top set. That's very good. But we're a little worried about a possible straight draw. The best thing to do, I think, here is to pot it, make it expensive. If somebody wants to draw for the straight, go for it. But we're going to make it pricey. What we want is somebody to have pocket deuces or pocket trays. That'll be great. Set over set is, even in Hold'em or in PLO, is a great position to be in. We just take it down, which is fine. I'd rather just take it down. You have to remember that in PLO you got to elevate your hands. You know, this is not Hold'em. You got to get out of that Hold'em mindset, and it took me a while to do that. It's not easy, you know. When we play Hold'em all the time, and you go to PLO, you hit two pair, or you hit a set, or you have pocket aces, and you think you're shooing to win. No, not in PLO. You know, you got to be a little cautious. You got to elevate your hands. All right, so we do have the 9-10 of diamonds. That's about what we have. Well, I got shot straight as well. But here's the problem when you play these types of hands like I have, is that the flush draw is not super strong. So even if we hit the flush, we don't know if it's good. Tired. We've been working hard. Superdan's been working hard this summer, this series. I'm not sure what to do. I could be drawing dead. I'm just going to fold it. I don't like it. Plus it's board paired, so. So, as usual, I hope you're all doing well. Please, if you like these videos, subscribe, click the thumbs up, comment down below. Let's grow this channel. And, you know, King, King, Queen, 6, I'm going to do a little teeny raise. It makes me want to do these. You know, it gives me the motivation to keep going. So it is important for all of you fine folk to subscribe and click the thumbs up. It lets me know, hey, you know, this is going somewhere. This is doing something. I'm not talking to a wall, right? Not really the flop we're looking for. We don't have a flush draw. We don't have an ace. It's really kind of bleak, to be honest with you. But a 10 would turn it all around. A king would be pretty good too. 195 to see a king or a 10. So that's 2 outs and 4 outs. That's 6 outs. No. What is it? Let's rabbit hunt. Oh, it's a 10. But a flush came up. So we don't know if it was good or not. But golly, that's why, like, I love the fact that they let you rabbit hunt, and I hate the fact that they let you rabbit hunt on WSOP.com. So we're on the tail end of this WSOP thing. The main event, I think, it's in day 4. They busted the bubble today. I know that. I'm not sure how far they get today, but they did bust the bubble. I think the total entries for the main event of the World Series of Poker was about a little over 9,000, and it paid out 1,471 or something like that. Something like that, close to that. And you know, that's got to be exciting for them. It's on my bucket list. I like to play it just one time, just to say I played it, you know. I just think it would be something cool to do before you exit this world and go on to the next. Alright, I'll play this. A7-4-3, double suited. Flop is nothing special for us. Unless we had a Jack King or pocket 10s, pocket queens, pocket 9s. I'm not really interested. Not really. We're in a nice position here in the tournament right now. We got a good chip amount. We're in chip lead. We could start bullying later on. I like it. I like it. I like the position. I like the position. So I don't know how familiar you are with poker personalities. I mean, I don't follow it much myself, to be honest. There's a few that I like to watch, like Daniel Negreanu. I like to watch him. I like to watch Tom Durer. Phil Hellmuth. Interesting personalities. But it seems like the interesting personalities are disappearing in favor of game theory optimal robots. Now you got the GTO robots playing, and now when you watch poker, it is so damn boring. No personalities. They just sit there like robots. They don't talk. They almost move mechanically, and it's just to try to give off the least amount of tells as possible, and I think it's a real shame, to be honest. We need personalities. That's why I'm totally cool with Martin Corbrell. If you're not familiar with him, he's a obnoxious player who talks to opponents, needles them, tries to get them to talk, get them to get off their game. I think to a point of I think that's great for poker, actually, and poker needs more of that. Otherwise, the viewership is going to continue to keep going down and down and down. It needs personality, man. It needs personalities, man. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. So, it's a turbo. It's 5-minute levels, and it still seems to take so long. I can imagine what a non-turbo how long that would take. They don't even offer it anymore, I don't think. At least I can't really bring one up. It's all turbos. turbos. Yeah. So since I am going to do some more editing on the videos and make them more spicy, it may take a little bit longer to get them out. And I do apologize for that. I'm a very busy person, as I've said in the past. I got a lot of things going on, and I barely have time for anything. But I'm gonna make time for this, and I just want to put out the best and most entertaining that I can do, that Superdan can do for you. Okay, so we got a nut flush draw, gut shot straight draw. I like it. Pair of tens. We don't have an ace. That's okay. He probably has an ace. We got two pair now, but we're gonna keep betting here. We're gonna keep the pressure on. What we need is the club or the boat up, because I am a little worried about the ace. We do neither, but we do have two pair. That is going to be good enough. All right. Mm, mm, mm. Sweet victory. I think sit and goes really lends itself well for this, for the recording, for the streaming. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you like the sit and goes? Do you like the tournaments? Do you like the cash? Do you like it all? Do you hate them all or hate one or the other? Let me know. You know, I think that sit and goes are good because you have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You got a story to tell. You know it's going to be over in a certain time period, and you're going to see the end product. You know what I mean? Whereas if I stream cash games like I did, um, you know, at some point it's got to be cut off, or you know, it's going to be an all-day stream, or you know, sometimes I'll play cash for several hours. Sometimes I'll play cash for 30 minutes. You know, just it depends. But I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Superdan, I think you have gone mad. Utterly, utterly
Nice
mad. That is what I think.
So let's talk about Pot Live in Omaha for a second. What is it that you're looking for? You're looking for cards that complement each other, that help each other. What do I mean by that? I mean you're looking for connecting cards. You're looking for high pairs. Preferably, you're looking for cards that can do a lot of things. Wraps are very strong in this game. What's a wrap? A wrap is when you have a flop where you can make the straight up and down and in the middle. That's considered a very strong hand because you got half the deck to hit the straights, which is usually the nuts. Flushes, you know, nut flush is great. If you don't have the nut flush, you're always kind of concerned, and you got to make a decision whether or not to go with it. A set is good as long as you boat up, but you don't want to go too crazy with sets unless you have a high set. And then again, you know, you're really looking for that board to pair because sets get beaten all the time in this game. You know, straights and flushes are the secret. Took me a while to figure that out, and experience definitely helps. Where is my lighter? There it is. Now I gotta fill this up again. I like these jet lighters, but man, they you know, you gotta keep refilling them. That I don't like. Okay. Alright, I think that cigar is dead, so we're gonna have to go through the cigarillos. The cigarillos. Now you may say, Superdan, you need to stop smoking. Well, you know, the number one killer is not smoking. The number one killer is stress. And smoking greatly reduces Superdan's stress, which will greatly elongate my life. And you know what? There are a lot of old people that I know that get very, very old are also happen to be cigar smokers. Look at George Burns. Look at Winston Churchill. You know, they lived ripe old ages smoking several cigars a day. So, and the thing about cigars is you don't inhale them. That's a big plus. That is a big plus. Ooh, we would have rivered a straight. Doesn't beat a flush though, but man. That would have been a nice little pot. No, I just, I want cards that, once again, complement each other. 10, 6, 3 deuce. No. No, 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 no. Be better than that. So let's see if I know any of these clowns here. Alex.nuts. Nope. Pritoni. I don't know where they come up with these names. No, I don't know who that is. Ryan Prez 7. That sounds familiar. LVW Cat. Don't know who that is. So, I don't know. Don't know who they are. Oh. So, let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the damn Superman movie that I haven't seen yet, but I've seen ads for it for like a year and a half. I don't know if you know this, but Superman is obviously Superdan's favorite comic book hero. I'm a Superman fan. Watched all the Superman movies. Watched the series. Watched Smallville. All that stuff. I think it's a great character. Truly one of the good guys. We flopped the open-ended straight, by the way. Anyways, and we would have hit it. Maybe I need to start opening up, playing more hands here. It's the second hand I would have hit and made chips. Anyways, fortunately the blinds are so low. Ooh, that was a bad river though. That would have made somebody a flush or somebody a full house. Yeah, the flush. LVW Cat would have killed us in that hand. So maybe it is a good thing that we're playing tighter. I'm not going to play this because I'm in the middle of this. I'm trying to make a point here. The point that I'm trying to make is I don't like people telling me what I should watch, how I should feel about what I'm watching. I kind of wish there was no social media marketing ads for Superman at all, and just give like little mysterious hints, because it's way too saturated, and I just got a feeling the movie's just gonna piss me off. You know what I mean? They're really gonna take Superman's character and kind of just. I hope they don't. I'm gonna I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna try to watch it with the most open mind I can. We flopped the set trip 7, so we are betting. But I don't like the marketing. I really don't. We still have that 3 of a kind. I'm a little worried about the straight. Yeah, I don't think we can go anywhere. We might boat up. Nah. Or we might hit a straight ourselves, so we're just going to call. Alright, we're dead. That's a bummer. That happens. That's pot limit Omaha. Fortunately, we have a lot of chips, so we're still chip leader. Actually, we're not. We're second in chips. I forgot about Alex Nuts. Alex Nits. So, fortunately, we were able to absorb it and move on. We're not going to win every hand. Unfortunately. If there was a suited ace, I would have played it. would have played it. You know, something struck me about tournaments now and WSOP now, and you know, in reverse relation to how it was back then. You know, back then, and when I say back then, I mean like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, right? $10,000 buy-in to a tournament was considered a lot of money. You know, that was the high. That was the high end. Those were the expensive tournaments. Shoot, what do I want to do here? I think I want to see a river. No good. Anyways, I'm trying to make a point here, people. I'm trying to make a point. What point was I trying to make? Oh yeah. You know, that was considered a lot. But look at the tournaments today. You got $25,000 buy-ins. You got $50,000 buy-ins. You got $100,000 buy-ins. You even got $250,000 buy-ins. I mean, it's insane. You need millions of dollars just in tournament buy-ins alone. And it's a concern. It's something that even Daniel Negreanu has brought up, which is a lot of these big buy-in tournaments are making a lot of poker players go broke. You know, because tournaments are a variant occupation. You know, it may take a while to cash in a tournament, and even longer still to go deep in a tournament. You remember when you minimum cash in a tournament, you're just getting like a buy-in and a half, maybe sometimes 2 buy-ins back. You know, and that's cashing in a tournament, which is difficult enough as it is. You know, the real meat of it is in the top 3 to 5 spots. Really, is where you know, you pay your, you know, that's where you pay your rent and stuff, and it's huge. You know, there's no doubt. You know, you could win millions of dollars, but how often is that going to happen? You know, so we don't have a straight, do we? No, we just got a pair of jacks. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll chop it with Alex. No.
Look, Superdan, don't quit your day job. Bad play, bad result. Seriously. I'll shut up now, thank you very much.
Direction. King, Queen, 5, 3 on the button. On the button, I think we're going to call it. Yeah, let's see a flop with this hand. Why not? Why not? We could play position here. Play position. Okay, so we flop and open into straight. There is a flush draw out there. No pair. See, what I would like to have is a 2, 3, is a 3, 5, 6. That would really be good. I mean, I'm glad I'm open-ended, but a 2, 3, 5, 6 would really give me the wrap that I want to have. Our straight would still be good, I think. So, we'll see a river. No, we don't hit the straight. We hit nothing. But it was cheap. It was cheap, so. So now all of a sudden we find ourselves from chip leader to one of the shortest stacks, but we're still close. You know, everybody's still pretty close. So no worries. I mean, if I win like 500 in chips, I'm second. I'm second in chips. So 3 queens. That means that my pocket fives would make a boat. Might be good. Remember, you're gonna need a pocket pair for a boat. A jack. If you have jack 7, you don't have a boat. You need pocket pair. You can only play 2 in your hand and 3 on the board. So that could have been a positional bet, or LV could have had it. It's hard to say. Yeah. Yeah, that's hard to say. Not really sure if LVW had the queen or not. Probably not. Probably just bet position and took it down. Because it's hard to call that if you don't have a queen or a high pocket pair. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just got potted, and I'm not gonna play it with that hand. I'm not gonna pursue it. I'm not gonna pursue it any further. Well, we're getting closer and closer to the ropes, people. Closer and closer to the ropes. We need something good to happen here, because we're dwindling in chips. We don't want that to happen. We want to stay relevant. Yes, we do. Well, we would have hit a straight. Don't know if that's really any good. The board is paired. You got clubs. You know. It probably was good, but I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. Wait a minute. Maybe I don't want to fold this one. Play position here? Nah, let's just fold it. It's garbage. We'll look for some. We'll wait for something better. We're still okay. I mean, blinds are 75, 150. We got 1,700 in chips. It's about 12 big blinds, I guess, close to 12 big blinds. We're okay. We don't need to do anything drastic yet, but it's getting closer to that point where we're going to need to apply some pressure. Yes, we will. We will and we shall. We haven't really gotten any great hands yet. That's not bad. 9874. That is not bad.
Okay, Superdan. That hand is not bad. But, it's not good either. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that's not bad. But we got to get the right flop with it. And Alex pushes pot on the button. So what does that mean? What could Alex? He could have pocket aces, could have pocket kings. You know, it's just too expensive for us to draw. It's too much. But look, we wouldn't have got the flush draw, but the flop would have been around our cards area. Here's a pretty good hand that I think we're gonna go with. Queen Jack 10-5 double suited. Yeah, we're gonna go with this hand. We're down to almost 1,000 in chips. We need to make something happen because, you know, you get to a certain point, you become irrelevant. So, all right, took it down. That's good. That's good. Back to garbage. Back to a garbage. Garbage. Flop open ender, and it's a strong open ender. It's a strong open ender. Rainbow flop open ender. I think we're gonna go with this, and if we lose, we lose. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. I know he has a king at least. Yeah, King Jack. We don't get.
You
there.
get nothing. You lose.
We don't get.
Good day, sir.
All right. Well, you know, we gave it the best shot that we could. Let me see what's going on here. Do I want to add another sit and go to this video? One more. Do I want to add one more? Do I want to add one more? That is a question. That is a question. Sure. Why not? We'll have a double sit and go video. How does that sound? Does that sound like fun? Because I think this is going to start quick, and it did. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the hold'ems, they start real fast. They start real fast. Real fast. Did I say they start real fast? Okay. Well, okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, this is the last one. This is the last sit and go of this video. We're playing a $10 six-handed no limit hold'em sit and go. We have, funny enough, Raise It Up, Ches Carroll, Bubble Boy, Your Nuts Are Small, and Vegas Repo. What, does this guy think he's funny or something? Does he think that's cute? Does he think that's smart? Well, he's right. He is right. I like the humor. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, ace 6 on the cutoff. Okay. Here's the thing about sit and goes. In the beginning, you want to err on the side of caution and conservatism. Look at that flop. God dang. I tell you, this is the way it's been for me. But you know, we didn't hit that extra heart yet, but we do have a pair of 6. I'm hoping a heart doesn't come, because I'll be very upset. Oh, it hurts. Oh, the pain, the pain. I was gonna play it too. Darn it. Well, you never know. Hindsight 2020, right? You never know. You never know. But that's a bummer. That was a bummer. Maybe I should have played it. I don't know. I just know that you can't win a sit and go in the first couple of hands, but you can sure as heck lose a sit and go in the first couple of hands. You know what I'm saying? But man, that hurts. That hurts. Once again, we flopped decent. Playing all the losing hands, folding all the winning hands. Does that sound familiar to all you people out there who play poker? Nine five, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, and to think that Yes, Superdan is old enough to remember that movie with Dolly Parton and that other guy that was great, but I forgot his name. Daphne or something. All right, I'm gonna have to look it up now. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. Okay, 9 to 5. I think Jane Fonda was in it, if I remember right. It's been a long time. It came out in 1980. I was 10 years old. Okay, it had Dolly Parton, Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Dabney Coleman. That's it, Dabney Coleman. Yeah, funny movie. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's like one of the few kind of comedy, cutesy kind of movies that I actually recommend. Very funny before wokeism kind of killed everything, but you know we won't go into that. But just trust me, 9 to 5, it's funny movie. Well, we're doing what you're kind of supposed to be doing in the beginning of a sit and go. Okay, we're just hanging in there. You know, we're just biding our time. We're looking for spots. We're looking for hands, but you know, we just want to not do anything too stupid. You know what I mean? Ace 9 on the small blind, I will play it, and as long as there's no big raises here. That's pretty big raise. I think I'm gonna fold. It's a 4x raise, and nah, I'm gonna fold. 2x or 3x raise, I would have called. I would have called, but not a 4x raise. Ace Queen's definitely a playable hand. We're on the button. Let's see. We'll just do a standard 3x raise. Standard raise.
A new die, and you won't be pushed around.
All right, any day now. Okay, there we go. Back to starting stack. Okay, so the antes don't start kicking in until level 6. So this is a, like I said, a $10 6-handed turbo no limit hold'em tournament. First place is $35.87. Second place is $19.32. Third place, 0. Alright, ace-6 suited. I think that's good for a raise. We'll do a 2.5x raise. Raise it up, instantly calls, which tells me he probably has maybe pocket pair. Looking for a set, possibly. That's pretty good. Let's do half pot. What does he have? So weird. Can we bluff it? Can we bluff at it? I don't know. He had 7s?
Disaster.
With 3 overs? Wow. Wow. Nobody folds anymore. I put him on the right hand. Played it really weird. It didn't make sense to me. Now I know why. Wow. I don't think I made it enough on the river to make a good bluff to get rid of pocket 7s. But maybe he wasn't going to fold it no matter what. I don't know. I certainly would have thought about it, having pocket 7s with 3 overs, but whatever. It is what it is. We lost that one. Maybe we should have checked the river. I don't know. I just know that now we're in a disadvantage situation. We find ourselves the short stack. Flop the 7 with the queen kicker. He goes right out and bets it, huh? Just right out there. My nuts are not small, sir. Goes out there, writes out, bets it. Does he have the same hand? Could he have a pocket pair? Does he have a flush draw? Jacks. Jacks.
He beat me. Straight up. Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Well, there you go. What can I say? Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Once again, you like these videos, click the thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. We'll get them next time. Cheers.